Namaskar, guys. This is another reading from the Yellow Emperor's Classic, which is absolutely blowing me away right now. This is Book 1, Treatise on the Natural Truth in Ancient Times. In ancient times, when the Yellow Emperor was born, he was endowed with divine talents. While yet in early infancy, he could speak. While still very young, he was quick of apprehension and penetrating. When he was grown up, he was sincere and comprehending. When he became perfect, he ascended to heaven. Yet the Yellow Emperor once addressed Tian Shi, the divinely inspired teacher. I have heard that in ancient times the people lived, through the years, to be over 100 years, and yet they remained active and did not become decrepit in their activities. But nowadays, people reach only half that age and yet become decrepit and failing. Is it because the world changes from generation to generation, or is it that mankind is becoming negligent of the laws of nature? Chao Po answered, in ancient times, those people who understood the Tao, the way of self-cultivation, patterned themselves upon the yin and the yang, the two principles in nature, and they lived in harmony with the arts of divination. There was temperance in eating and drinking. Their hours of rising and retiring were regular and not disorderly and wild. By these means, the ancients kept their bodies united with their souls, so as to fulfill their allotted span completely, measuring unto 100 years before they passed away. Nowadays, people are not like this. They use wine as beverage and they adopt recklessness as usual behavior. They enter the chamber of love in an intoxicated condition. Their passions exhaust their vital forces. Their cravings dissipate their true essence. They do not know how to find contentment within themselves. They are not skilled in the control of their spirits. They devote all their attention to the amusement of their minds, thus cutting themselves off from the joys of long life. Their rising and retiring is without regularity. For these reasons, they reach only half of the 100 years and they degenerate. Now, this is really interesting for me because the Bible says 1200, and as I study Taoism, of course, I've come across the text where there was a Taoist master who lived to be 950, and you have to be in the know about the Taoist master who lived to be 256, which was a very recent happening and it's very well documented. So if we have all these things, it says right here, and these are some of the basics in this art form. And then this leads into the 4 immortal practices. These 4 immortal practices that I do, that I want to say created, but of course they have their origins. But these 5 immortal practices, 4, 5, they have unlimited potential. So the actual age that a human being can live is actually unprecedented or unheard or unforeseen. Namaste, namaskar, guys.